Alright, we're here on to part 2, working this side piece on this Preece 2020. I think it's a 2020? I don't think it's a 2021, is it? No, it's a 2020 Tide new power pods, custom 164 die cast. That's what we do here on this channel. Okay, I'm getting ready to stretch. Alright, so just for as a reference point, right, I haven't really stretched or pulled anything yet, but I got microsole on it. You can see where I'm at here, just a little short, and a little short here. So let's pull and stretch. The microsole's been setting in for a minute, so I'm just gonna put my thumb on either side and just kind of pull and keep pulling. Got to be super careful your fingers don't stick to this thing. Okay. You can see where I'm at now. Got that. Not the best job of trimming that, Doug. But now I want to... don't want any wrinkles around the lettering, that's for sure. Try to pull this down a little bit. Get it lined up on the bottom. Got a good line across there along with this window. That was cut very nicely along here. Sorry, I was out of camera for a second. Pulling this down. You can see how, and when you use the microsole, and I used a lot of it here, it really makes this thing soft and really super sticky. So you kind of have to be really careful. I got wrinkles around here. I'm not liking that. I don't like wrinkles around the lettering. Up here in the design's not that big of a deal, but I don't want the lettering to be messed up. Let's get some regular water on here. Of course, you know, you put regular water on it, the decal starts to lose its stretchability and flexibility. It starts to, I'll say harden up, but starts to lose its rigidity, which is, now that I've got it stretched, right, I'm good with that. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay. Can see how that thing stretched nicely, right? Kind of pulled it. Got it. Now, just trying to make everything flat. Come on. Air pockets like to gather right in this little area here. Trying to pull this down just a little bit, right? All right, so you can see I got that lined up nicely here, and I don't have the gap back here anymore either. So very nice microsole. Okay, so now just need to work this area here. Get that to lay flat there. Got this kind of where I want it to be here. Trying to be careful. It's still soft. Okay, I'm not messing anything else up, am I? Sometimes you gotta be careful there. I think everything else is fine. A little. See, when I put some microsole right here on this piece, it traveled down here and gave me a little bubble here. Stuff is tricky stuff. Okay. Happy with that. It's about as best as I can do there. Alright, so I got some work to do here. Just adding a little water here. I want to get this, I don't want this to get too dry on me, and I don't want really any microsole at this point. Microsole at this point, just getting it too soft. Yeah, there's a little wrinkle right here. It's just not going to be easy to get that out. The good thing about this little weird design, the orange and the yellow, it will hide a little bit of the wrinkles that inevitably will still be there. Alright, let me see. Am I making any more mistakes anywhere else? You can see my fingers. I get a little bit of the residue coming off of the bottom where I painted it. Yeah. Yuck. I'm not liking this. Okay. When you work in these creases, you kind of need a way to get it out. I got an idea. I mean, I hate to do this because I'm at this point, but I'm gonna microsole this, and I'm gonna lift this and try to pull it over a little bit, because I need to shift this up in order, because I have a crease that runs right along here, and I think I need to bring this up a little bit. This is super soft. I gotta be super careful. I do not want to rip this. And I really don't want to crease it anymore either. So my plan was to lift this sure that's working out so well. Alright, I'm really not doing so well here. Okay, so I wanted to lift it to get to that area and then kind of work it up from here. Some more water here. You can see if I can get this to come over and up, then I can smooth that out a little bit better. Ugh. And now I got this decal kind of folded over on itself. Always hate that. Okay. Alright, so now let's pull this up a little bit. Pull this over. If I can work out that crease now. Come on up a little bit. Alright. I gotta work out this crease here. See, it was attached here and it was not letting me work it out. So I needed to lift that area. Now the question is, can I get it to uncrease? Patience of Job. I need the patience of Job. But I need to be persistent. Come on. Come on. Gotta be careful. I don't want to rip it. I can see right now. I gotta be careful right there. In the pursuit of perfection, sometimes you gotta be careful not to go from a 90% solution to a 70% solution to try to get that final perfection done. Come on. It's getting better. See, I got that little, still got that little crease there. Okay. So I'm liking it. That's better. It was a little dicey there for a little bit. I wasn't sure if I had made the right decision to lift this piece. But I think it was, because I got that out now. My fingers are sticking all over this thing. I gotta be super careful. Yeah, I'll have to retouch up that bottom. You can see I got fingers all over that. Alright, give me a second break here for a second. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that now. Not the best here. You see. But that looks pretty good. This, if you remember, this was like, there was a nice white edge right there. But now I've kind of pulled that over, so that's good there. But you can see around this window is not the best. I got, just all this white here. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Alright, so you can see how this is. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. This lines up here pretty nicely. Pretty happy with all that. This is a goofy B-pillar. You see that? It's got black and then a little bit of orange. It's weird. But get that in there. Do that. And then the signature. Try to get these as straight as possible here. Okay, guys. Wow. That was an adventure doing this side, wasn't it? It's not perfect, but it's better than it was, that's for sure. But all in all, happy with that. So now I got this trunk piece as the final piece, and I'll have to do some serious trimming here because that's not even close to being the right size. So I'll obviously try to save as much of the sponsorship as I can. So let's start with, the spoiler is kind of curved, so I'm going to cut right along here. I'll just set this orange aside just for a second. I don't think I'll need it, but and then inevitably I need to cut right along the side here. Alright, let's see where we're at. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Let me trim a little bit off of the top. And that'll be it, I think. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Happy with that, guys. So, you saw it. I'll let that sit in there for a little bit. I don't need any microsole for that. And then I'll put that on, let it dry for a day, and then I'll come back and start sealing it up. I'll need to touch up over this with my black paint pen or Sharpie, whichever I use. I actually use the paint pen there, because this line is pretty thick. The roof rail here, it's pretty thick, so I was able to use my Tester's paint pen there. But I'll get some sealer on it, and then we'll put the finishing touches on it, guys. Ryan Preece, 2020 Tide Power Pods.